Hi, Marina. So it's all a bit weird this. I'm just not sure when to start. I mean, I can't say any comment. I don't know if people are here. Okay. I'll get going then, shall I? Okay, thank you. Good evening. And those of you who are here, welcome to my piano gig for the Coda Music Centre and Coda Music Trust. This is a bit weird, this, because I'm just looking at the camera and I'm hoping that I'm coming through. I had a soundtrack with Marina, and I'm hoping that everything's okay. But if, as we go along, anything doesn't work, just send me a comment. So I'm going to start by introducing myself. My name is Matthew Fairman. I'm very proud to be one of the tutors at the Coda Music Centre. And just before I start, I'm going to read some information about Coda Music Trust and Coda Music Centre. Coda Music Trust is a charity based on the Dorset-Hampshire border, which uses music for personal and social change. As an organisation, Coda believes in the power of music to transform people's lives and offers help and support through participation, learning and therapy. Coda has a music centre in which it runs tuition, choirs, groups and ensembles, and has its own dedicated music therapy centre. Coda also works off-site, out in the community, in care homes, community and youth genres, special schools, mainstream schools and hospitals. Coda is a small charity with a huge impact on the local community, with both its on-site and outreach work. It tackles issues of social deprivation, isolation, disability and ill health, and elicits positive change and improved well-being throughout Dorset, Hampshire and the New Forest. Over 500 people participate in music on-site at Coda Music Centre each week, including older people and learning disabled adults, for whom Coda is not just a music activity, but also vital social interaction. Shutdown puts Coda Music Trust in a very vulnerable position, so these Facebook gigs allow us an opportunity for people to donate to the charity whilst continuing to engage with music and the Coda community online until such time as Coda can open its doors again. So, I'm now going to start my program. I'm going to start with a piece by Bach. This is the Prelude number 1 for the Well-Tempered Clavier. Bach's dates were 1685 to 1750, and he wrote 24 preludes and fugues to demonstrate the tuning of the piano, which became standardized. Before that, you would have to retune a keyboard instrument in order to play in different keys. They came up with the system of playing all these notes, 12 notes, tuned like that, means you could play in all the different keys, and Bach wrote these pieces to demonstrate that fact. It just so happened also that they are masterpieces. So he wrote 24 preludes and fugues, one in each of the 24 major and minor keys. The next piece I'm going to play is by Handel. Bach and Handel were contemporaries. Handel lived from 1685 to 1759, so slightly outlived Bach. So I don't know if they ever met, but they would have been aware of each other. I'm just going to put the music for the Handel on the stand and then I'll introduce it. So this is an example. This is the jig, the fifth movement from the suite number 8 in F minor. So in Baroque times, the Baroque suite consisted of dance movements. It's a very popular form of writing. Things like had titles like Allemande, Courant, Sarabande, jig. This is a jig. So there's 6 beats in the bar, and it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be the rhythmical feel for this music. So this is the fifth movement from suite number 8 F minor by Handel. Now we move forward to the classical era. And I'm just going to put the music up and then I'll talk a little bit about the next piece. So this is by Joseph Haydn, and Haydn's dates was 1732 to 1809. So we're looking at we're moving out of the Baroque era into the early classical era. And there was a change in the style of writing. The music became less complex and clearer in texture. So that last piece, they like to do things. There was a thing called counterpoint, where you have a standalone melody and then another standalone melody, but then they'll fit together and sound okay when they're played together. And it's called counterpoint or polyphonic writing, lots of voices. But there was a movement away from that, and this is called tempo di minuetto. Minuet, once again, is a dance. I remember a teacher of mine told me that minuet is like big beat, medium beat, small beat. Waltz is big beat, small beat, small beat. That's the difference between the minuet and the waltz. I don't think this was intended to be danced to, but Haydn used this as a starting point for his own invention. So this is the tempo di minuetto, third movement from the sonata in E flat by Joseph Haydn, one of over 60 sonatas that he wrote in his lifetime.